Hi, my name is Mohammed Al-Shamari. Welcome to my channel where I offer a series of accounting and management lessons in Arabic and English. Today we will learn about the double entry bookkeeping, which is the most important point to learn financial accounting. Double entry bookkeeping in accounting is a system of bookkeeping so named because every entry to an account requires a corresponding and opposite entry to a different account. The double entry has two equal and corresponding sides known as debit and credit. The left hand side is debit and the right hand side is credit. To illustrate this further, let's go back to the previous lesson, which was talking about the accounting equation. The accounting equation is asset equal liabilities plus equity. Equity includes capital and retained earnings. The retained earnings include net profit, which is revenue minus expenses. So the accounting equation could be asset plus expenses equal liabilities plus capital plus revenue. All those elements of the accounting equation can be increased or decreased. When one of the left-hand elements of the equation are increased, that means it's debit. When one of the right-hand elements of the equation are increased, that means it's credit. When one of the left-hand elements of the equation are decreased, that's also means it's credit. When one of the right-hand elements of the equation are decreased, that means it's debit. To more clarification, let's see this summary. There is some accounts of a debit nature, such as assets, expenses, and losses. And also there is an account of a credit nature, such as liabilities, capital, revenue, and gains. We have a general guideline. When any of those accounts are increased, they will be in the same nature. And when one of those accounts are decreased, it will go to the opposite nature. So, when the asset or expenses or losses are increased, it will be debit side. And when they decrease, they will go to the credit side. For the accounts of credit nature, when they increase, they will be in the same nature, which is credit, and when they decrease, they will go to the opposite nature, which is debit. Now let's take some examples to explain this. For example, when a car was purchased in a cash for 15,000 for use in the company business. Now we have a car which is assets. One of the account of credit nature is increased, so it will be in the same nature. And what we have else, we have 15,000 cash, so the cash, which is also one of the assets, it's decreased, so it will be in the credit side. The double entry will be 15,000 debit for fixed asset, which is vehicle, and 15,000 also in credit for a cash. Another example, when you're collecting 5,000 cash for providing service. We have the cash, which is one of the assets, increase, so it will be in the credit side. We have also providing service, which is revenue. The revenue is also increased, so it will be in the credit side. The double entry will be 5,000 debit for cash and 5,000 credit for revenue. Another example, when we sell 9,000 products to a customer and collecting will be after 1 month. Now when we sell a product, that means it's revenue also. So the revenue is one of the account of credit nature increase, so it will be in the credit side. For the debit side, we have a customer, which is one of the assets. We call it accounts receivable. It's also increased, so it will be in the debit side. The double entry will be 9,000 debit for accounts receivable, also 9,000 credit for revenue. Let's take one more example. When we have a payment of 18,000 in a cash representing half of the factory rent due. What we have here, we have a cash, which is one of the assets, one of the accounts of a debit nature, which is decrease, not increase, so it will be the debit side. Sorry, the credit side. We have also the rent. The rent, it's an expenses, so expenses also increase, but in what amount? In 36,000, because we pay only half of the rent. The double entry now, it's not balanced, so we need to find the difference. The rest is 18,000, we didn't pay it yet, so it is one of our liabilities, which is increase, so it is also credit side. The double entry will be 36,000 as a debit, as a rent expenses, and we have 18,000 credit as a cash, 18,000 credit also for accounts payable. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you have any comments, please share it with us by using any of our accounts which is appear in the top left corner of the screen. I hope to see you soon, inshallah, in the next video.